G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So today's video I just wanted to run through what I would suggest these, go-to hidden potential builds would be for these new Part 2 LRs. Hopefully you guys are managing to get a few dupes and you're looking to see what you should be putting those dupes into. So we'll just quickly run over the kits from both the LRs and why I think those are the best hidden potential paths. So for the AGL Goku, you can see straight away raises defense on both of his supers, so that's going to be really important, maximizing his defense. If you scroll through the passive here, he wants to be hit and he is going to build up a bunch from all those extra attacks. So looking at Goku, additionals is definitely going to be the way to go for him, and you're going to want to pour as much additional as possible into him. I probably would then suggest going towards crit, even though he does build up that chance of performing a crit up to 59% in his passive, which you can see just here. But that does come from attacks being received. So I think that's where it's going to be. It's a bit of a toss-up if you want to try and build that crit up, or whether you want him not getting hit. Personally, I think I would probably head towards that crit, but that is all going to be pretty minimal anyways, because you are going to want to go pretty much full additional on this guy's build. This defensive raise he does get there. Whoops, we've accidentally clicked it, but that is a full 30% stack, so that's going to be really, really helpful in longer form content. So he's very much like Vegeta and Trunks, where you get that initial stack and then you get the extra 30% defense for the one turn buff. So if you are able to get off that double super turn, it is just going to help his defensive capabilities, because as you can see here, he does also get the guard for 6 turns from the start of his first appearance. So basically, if you skipped ahead with this AGL Goku, I think you're definitely going to be better off going with a full additional build, and from there you can sort of toss up between what you want to use the crit or additional on. The crit or the dodge on. If you're going to go with crit, you're going to be building up this crit chance much quicker, as well as the extra key there. But I guess if you're going additional, maybe you get lucky and the one dodge that he does get is a big super attack. So it's a bit of a toss up, but yeah, heavy additional build is going to be the way to go for this Goku. And the other thing with dodge is that this Goku does nullify Ki Blast supers, so, and then obviously counters them as well. So you can sort of get away with this guy getting hit with supers a little bit easier, rather than always needing to dodge those ones. For the Kid Gohan, if we look here, we've got the super attack of Razor's attack for 1 turn, so that is just the 30% buff. Honestly, that's a pretty irrelevant skill, if I'm being honest. The only thing that does help with is the active skill. What we do have though is on both the 18 key and then the unit super, what's the defensive raise there is the 30%. So, but I guess, yeah, that sort of makes it tough, because this guy getting his additionals off isn't going to be all that too useful, but making sure that you are getting off that 18 key is going to help to get that defensive stack off. So that makes this Gohan's hidden potential a bit more flexible. As you can see here, he gets the additional super attack, which has an additional attack that has a great chance for being a super. As I mentioned, that's not as important because he does get the only gets the attack on that super attack effect. It reduces damage from enemies that have been hit by his ultra super. If that was just super, it'd definitely lean towards additionals. In case you got to finish on one enemy and then was able to get an additional super on the next enemy. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So we continue on. So also gets the additional attack from start of turn when you're receiving the 5th attack. So that sort of pushes you away from the dodge. And then he also launches an additional attack from when he receives his 8th attack. So This he hasn't really got an ideal build, I don't think. You can sort of play around. I'd probably avoid dodge just to maximize the capabilities of his passive, and then you look at his super attacks. Um, yeah, I think a crit build is probably more the way I'd be going with this guy. Maybe a pretty balance between crit and additional. Um, I don't know if you can get to a 15 of each or something along those lines. You're going to get the 5 dodge from the hidden potential base. But yeah, you can't really go wrong with this Gohan because of his 12 key effect isn't too crazy. He hasn't got any crit build up or anything in his passive, so giving him some type of crit is going to be pretty handy, I guess, when you can go with the active skill here, which you can see he massively raises attack, causes ultimate damage, so it's also effective against all types. So if you have been able to get your super off, your 18 key super off, and in particular the unit super where you're greatly raising attack, that's going to be causing a lot more damage if you are able to get the crit off. But yeah, probably not as a clear cut of a hidden potential build as the AGL Goku. But let me know down below how you plan on building these guys. Whether you've sort of got the same ideas on their passive as me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.